morning. Howdy. How are you all doing this morning? I hope you guys are well. Can you all hear me? Hello, Eileen. Can you hear me? Okay. Good morning, Sally. How are you? I have lots of stuff to go over today. First, I want to wish Tank over at I Love Crochet a very happy birthday. Hi, Ivy. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Shirley. As I was saying, today is Tank's birthday. She is at I Love Crochet or at Tank is Me. So if you see her on the YouTube streets today, please make sure to wish her a happy birthday. Also, yesterday I seen Dee from Dee's Creative Hands had put up a post that she is in the hospital. She is awaiting a surgery. So if we could please keep Dee in our thoughts and prayers. I'm not real sure all the details of what's going on. I just know what she posted. I did share it on my community tab as well. So if you guys could keep her in your thoughts and prayers, I would appreciate that as well. For the road trip today, when I called yesterday, I was told it depends on what time I get there and who the manager is at that time, if I will be able to do a live stream or if I have to record. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do a live walking into the store because I have to go in, get permission from the manager that is working in order to do a live. If I don't get permission, I will have to just record a video for you guys, but I will do my best to try to make it a live stream for you. Let's see. Oh, take a look in the mirror blanket. You guys aren't going to believe this. I frogged it last night. Completely frogged it. It is no longer a look in the mirror blanket. And I went back to the original ripple stitch, which I should have just stuck with in the first place. But it is what it is. And now I am working on that. So that is my new blanket. Again, it's just a plain ripple. Also yesterday, I finished the Just Breathe diamond painting. Hi Nancy, thank you for coming in. So I got that finished. Yes, it is part of the process. Why I am out today, I am going to look at some beads, and I want to see if I can find some cool beads for IDG and send them to her. Hi, Yearning for a Smile. Happy Friday to you as well. And I'm hoping if I can send her enough beads, maybe Ivy might make me a pen to write with. So I'll keep my fingers crossed, but I am going to find some cool beads to send her today while I'm over at the craft warehouse. Also, I did order 2 more new O-Fire hooks, so I will have 4 of them. I will have the 5.0 millimeter. I already have the 5.5. I have the 6, and I ordered the 6.5. Which are my most 4 favorite sized hooks to work with. So I will now have all 4 of my favorite sizes of the O-Fire. The 2 new ones I got was the October pink color, and I got the February amethyst color because I like purple as well. So Also, I added another group of people on my community tab for the hashtag GoSupport2024. So if you get a chance to check that out, you're not subscribed to anybody, please go give them a big cozy hug. Tell them I sent you. And I know a couple of hi Tracy, thank you for coming in. I know a couple of one person mentioned that they were not subscribed to them today. I think that was Mishi, and she did subscribe to a couple of the ones I put up. So please check that out as well. You were already subbed to most of them, Nancy? Good. I love the support in this community. And I would have to agree that most of you here today are my biggest supporters, and I appreciate that very much. IVB is one of my biggest supporters and is always giving me shout outs and sharing me, and I appreciate that very, very much. I did a video too one day last week about yarn textures and whether yarn can talk to you just by its feel, if it can tell you what it wants to be made into. The different textures of, even though it's the same weight, the textures can be completely different. And I had mentioned that with that date night shawl that I finished. It was a 4-weight yarn, but I think because of the sparkle in it, it just gave it a really different texture. But that's how my fingers do a lot of the talking for me when it comes to yarns as well. Not just does the yarn talk to me, my fingers tell me, just by the feel of a yarn, what it should be made into. I do have a couple more shawls that I do want to make. Hi Susie, thank you for coming in. They are a couple more from Fiber Spider that I would like to make, and there's also a few from Bago Day Crystal that I would like to make. But I'm gonna go yarn shopping today, and on my list, top of my list, is to get some more of the Super Saver Ombres. Hi Dawn, thank you for coming in. Oh honey, you're not late. I just started, so you're good. Nancy, I'm debating on that one too. It looks intimidating to me. I know I can do it. It's just I get so impatient sometimes when learning new things that I don't allow myself the time to do it. So I get so impatient, and then I yell at myself because I know I should have it down and I don't. So I have to learn to be a little bit more patient. Yes, Nancy, too. The mood. You've got to be in the mood to learn new things. Yesterday I was trying to make a couple of new shawls. I tried 2 new patterns, but I was feeling frustrated yesterday. I was extremely overtired yesterday. I just had a really rotten week all the way around. My son was pulling some shenanigans that were not good. My niece was in a hit and run accident. She's okay. She ended up with a broken wrist and a sprained knee. So thank God for that. Her car is a total loss though. And I'm kind of angry about that because they did catch the guy that hit and run, and all he got was a ticket. So that I'm kind of upset about that as well. Yes, Nancy, I agree. I agree 100%. You hear me too, Dawn? Yeah, it's just been a week. I'm telling you. From last week, Thursday, till yesterday, I don't think anything else could have gone wrong for me, because everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And it all started with my son and his shenanigans that he pulled. So thank you, Dawn. I hope so too. And it seems to be a better day today. My, excuse me, My middle sister messaged me this morning. I have a frog in my throat. And my nephew, Justice, has been in theater since sixth grade. He's done theater. He loves to act. He has done over 100 plays, probably close to 150 plays, if not more, from his sixth grade up to his senior year, which he is a senior this year. And he applied for a theater uh, for a college, Western Michigan University, and only 15 kids get accepted into the theater program. And he was the very first student to be accepted to Western Michigan University for the theater program. So I was so proud to hear that. He he's phenomenal at acting, and he always gets the lead roles in every play he has done. He has had the leading role. So I'm so proud of him. Thank you guys. Also, my niece Ashley, the sister to my other niece that was just in the accident, she graduates in 6 months with her um, master's and PhD for pharmaceutical, and she is hoping to help work on cures for cancer, Alzheimer's disease, things that are very hard to cure or manage. She wants to work in the pharmaceutical parts to create medications to help those people. And she graduates in 6 months, so I'm very proud of her as well. I have very, very smart nieces and nephews. I don't know where they get it from. It has to be their dad's side because they don't get it from our side. Yes, things are getting better, Eileen. And the road trip today is gonna top it off. Your mom has dementia, Nancy. Yeah, it's a hard thing to deal with. Mr. Cozy's dad is got the starts of it. He does not have any short-term memory at all. You can tell him something and in 15 minutes ask him about it, and he has no idea what you're talking about. So I know what you're dealing with. We are trying to get Mr. Cozy's dad back up here from California to have him here with us so that he has people with him 24/7. Because where he's at now with Mr. Cozy's sister and brother, they both work full-time jobs. He's left home for 8 to 10 hours a day by himself. He's fallen a few times. Hi, Jen. Thank you for coming in. So we want to get him up here where he can have full-time care 24/7. Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy, that's hard. I know that's got to be really hard on family members. I've never really dealt with it firsthand, except for now with like Mr. Cozy's dad. But yeah, I couldn't imagine having to deal with that. Oh, thank you for that, Yarning for a Smile. I'm sure everybody could use someone to talk to when it comes to that. It is hard. I've seen other family members struggle with dementia and Alzheimer's, and it's it's got to be scary all the way around for everybody involved, including the person that has it, to not be able to remember their name or where they live or who their children are or who their grandchildren are. Yeah, I couldn't, I don't know how, I mean, I would have to deal with it, and I will deal with it if Mr. Cozy's dad gets here. I will deal with it, and I will be there and do the best job that I can. Yeah, there are little things that people can do during the agitation times. You're right. And it will help redirect them. Okay, and I know last week, Friday, and on Monday, because we finished the crochet along, um, we were discussing on whether to do a blanket crochet along. And I got to thinking about that. And doing a blanket with trying new stitches can be sometimes tricky, especially if you don't get the right stitches, because it can pull the blanket or it can make it look bigger in certain areas where if you just do one or two stitches in a blanket and you know they work together, they come out really nice. But if we were to pick different stitches each week, two stitches, and not knowing how those stitches are going to work, it could make the blanket not turn out right. And I don't want to take that chance and have you guys make a blanket that looks not good. So I was thinking that with all the stitches in there and all the new stitches everybody wants to try, thank you, Nancy, I was just going to say that. How about if we do a scarf a week for however many weeks you guys want to join in and learn this new stitch out of the Stitch Dictionary, which is right here, because there's 440 patterns in here. So I thought maybe we could do a scarf. Every Monday we will pick a stitch out of the Stitch Dictionary, or we could pick two and make two different scarves each week with a new stitch. And then every week we'll pick two new stitches and make 1 to 2 new scarves each week. You're hanging in the bushes, Jen? Okay. So I thought that would be a better idea than a blanket crochet along. I just don't want to pick stitches and have it come out awful, and because I would feel terrible. I would just feel awful if we did a blanket and the stitches didn't match and your side started to pull in and then went back out. I just don't think I want to take that chance and then maybe have people be upset because it didn't come out right. So I thought a scarf would be better to do to learn new stitches out of the Stitch Dictionary. I think that would be a much better idea. Then we can pick 1 or 2 stitches a week, work on 1 or 2 scarves a week, and scarves only take 4 to 8 hours, depending on how fast you crochet and how much you want to work on it. So I thought that would be a better idea. So if you guys are up for it, starting Monday, I will come on live at 11 a.m. Pacific time instead of 10. You can't hear me, Tina? Can everybody else hear me? Okay, you can hear me okay. Can someone type in there to ask her if her volume is all the way up? I hear you, Nancy. I hear you. And that's why I thought a scarf would be better as well. I think my volume's all the way up. Yeah, my volume's all the way up. Maybe I just need to talk a little bit louder. I do talk quiet, so. Okay, so yes, the scarf idea. I think the scarf is going to be a perfect idea. So yes, I think that's a great idea. And instead of at 10 a.m. on Monday, I will come on at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And we will pick two stitches together out of the book, and we will start scarves. And we'll do two scarves a week for however many weeks you guys want to join and learn new stitches. I think that's going to be our best, safest bet, is to do scarves. And like Nancy said, we can always donate them if you don't keep them. Mine will go to the schools here. I've got 2 boxes full now for the schools here in my area to donate. I know there's women's shelters, domestic violence shelters, any homeless shelters for men or women will accept donations for scarves. Yeah, Eileen, I know. Some people where it's warm weather, like where Eileen is in Florida, they don't have a use for scarves. Um, but she can still donate them. Maybe the northern parts of Florida might get cooler weather in the fall or winter times. I doubt that, but they may. Um, or, she could donate them to other places, women's shelters and stuff. Maybe it's a temporary spot for a woman there with her children and they're heading somewhere that's cold. So, oh, and you're planning on moving next year? Well, then you might want to keep a couple just in case it does decide to get cold where you're going. I know the shawl that we made for the crochet along, the one I did in good idea, Ivy. Yes, you can give it to little girls for dress up as well. Yes, that's a great idea. The sea coral uh, shawl. I'm sending that to my mom. Hi, Sunita. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm going to surprise her and send it with the baby set that I made her for my nephew. That's getting mailed out today to her. I'm going to put the shawl in there as a surprise to her. And then the date night shawl I made, I am sending that to my niece as a surprise. The one that was just in the accident, I'm going to send her that as a surprise. So I've got lots of places I can send the stuff I'm making. The scarves all go to the school, beanies, smaller lap blankets, those all go to the schools. So, um, Tina, I don't have a mod right now, which I do need to get, and I'm working on getting a new device today as well. I ordered mine from Albaras Books, and they're out of Seattle. It's Alberas. Amazon has them. I paid $16 for mine. Any used bookshop that you can find, if you Google uh, the new crochet stitch dictionary, you can find them. Yeah, they're all over Amazon, and they're not terribly priced. Like I said, I paid $16 for mine. And I am going to pick up a new device as well today. I'm either going to get a tablet or a laptop. I just don't know which one's going to work best for what I'm going to be using it for, which is for my lives, doing videos. Um, yes, I did. I got it for a really good price. And it's brand new. The lady I got it from bought it. She looked at it once and couldn't understand it and turned it over to the bookstore I bought it from. So I I was very happy with the price I paid for it. Being it's a $30 book and I got it for 16 bucks. Yeah, I was happy. So if anybody has any weigh in on which would be better, a tablet or a laptop for using for, that way I'll be able to edit my videos better. I'll be able to use StreamYard, which will be better for my lives and for just all the way around. I just need a better device besides my phone. Hi, Nana Mona. Thank you for coming in. So if you guys could let me know by chat or whatever if a laptop would be better, Jen. Because I can get a laptop from Walmart for $160. Out the door, brand new. Take it home, set it up, and use it. YouTube is promoting people to do lives with their phones? Really, Ivy? I use my phone for, that's all I've ever used is my phone for doing my videos, my lives, everything. Royalty lunch is almost over, Sunita. Why, thank you for stopping in and spending your lunch with me. I appreciate that. But if YouTube's promoting us to use our phones, I think I might be able to get by with just a tablet then, and they've got those on sale at Walmart for $99. I can save myself $50-$60 and spend it on yarn. Definitely a crocheter. I've always got yarn on the mind. Or hooks. I'm so excited for my 2 new hooks to get here, though. I love those O-Fire hooks. I would really love to try a furls hook. I just can't justify paying that price for a hook, though. I can't do it. And the only reason I got the O-Fire ones is because they're still on sale for $16. Really, Jen? They got one here at my Walmart. Matter of fact, Rumi went yesterday and double checked. He took a picture and sent it to me, and it still says $159.97 for a laptop. It's raining, Ivy, and you cannot hear a thing, so you're just reading. I'm sorry. We actually got sunshine and going to be close to 60 today. Dots were on sale for $15 yesterday, Nancy. Wow. I've dropped my O-Fire hook, my 6mm one. I have dropped it twice now. Knock on wood, it's still perfect. There's not a crack, nothing. But O-Fire is good about that. If the hook does snap or break or crack, they will replace it. Yeah, it could just be my store, Jen. I'm not sure why they've got it priced at that, but if it's still that price today, I think I may just snag it up. Oh, okay, Ivy. I see. Does your little buddy still come and watch you in the window, Ivy? Ivy put up the cutest little short videos. She's got a little buddy that comes and watches her. Really, Susie? Susie's about 3 to 4 hours away from me. And we've got sunny and almost 60 today, and she's got snow, mixed snow down where she's at. Hi, Bears Crochet Critters. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I need to write that down. Her name is Brenda. While you're at 36 right now, we're already over 50. It's warm out. It's nice. I know Mr. Cozy's sister, she's over in Blaine, which is about 6.5 hours to the west here, and she got snow yesterday as well, so I'm not quite sure why I'm so warm compared to everybody around me, but I'll take it. Oh, Nancy, that's terrible. Poor cuties. Yeah, Susie, one of these times we're going to have to make arrangements to meet up. I mean, 3 to 4 hour drive. If we each drove halfway, we could meet somewhere in the middle. You have a furrows, Tina, but you like the clover one. I have two tulip ones that I really enjoy. I do like my tulip hooks, but I really like the inline hooks. I've always liked inline hooks compared to the rounded head hooks. I just like that flat inline. It to me, it seems to pull the yarn better. I know Susie has offered to be a moderator for me, so once I can get the other device and be able to set that up, Susie, I will get you put in as one of my mods. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Ivy. Yes, Ivy is one of my biggest supporters. She's always shouting me out, and I appreciate her so much for that. Oh, Tina, thank you. That's very nice of you. If I were close. Yeah, Brenda, I love my O-Fire hooks, and I just ordered 2 more last night, so I cannot wait for those to get here. And the colors on them, they're so beautiful. Nancy says the boy hooks are safer with her. I'm gonna have to try one of those Clover and Moray hooks because everybody talks about those. Tracy Duet, the O-Fire hooks. I love both of mine, and that's why I went back and got 2 more. Yeah, I love them. Let me grab them real quick. They're just right here. This is my 5.5 millimeter one. And they're so nice and pointy at the tips. And then with that inline, they grab the yarn and they are wonderful hooks. So I got that one. And then this is my 6 millimeter one. And then like I said, I got the 5 millimeter, and that one is the October pink. And then I got the 6.5 one in amethyst, which is the February. I wanted to get the garnet one, but I wanted either the 5 or the 6.5, and they were sold out of both of those because garnet's my birthday, so they are pretty lightweight, Crystal. They're not heavy hooks. They're not heavy at all. Between this and my tulip hook, they're about the same weight. So they're very lightweight. Nancy, you got the Nelson Wood one in the mail yesterday? Wow. Lunchtime? It's still breakfast for me. Well, probably not anymore. It's after 10:30, so. Yes, the fire hooks are very pretty. Margie over at Margie's Crafty Corner, she's got the opal one, and that one's beautiful as well. Just the way that the light hits it, sometimes it almost looks like it's glowing. And then the April one with the diamond, the way they put those sparkles in the clear hook, they're gorgeous hooks. They really are. I love those fire hooks. Maybe one day I'll win the lotto and I'll try a furls hook, but until then, I can't justify the price they want for a hook. Mr. Cozy would strangle me if I spent that kind of money on a crochet hook. He'd rather I buy yarn. Oh, Nancy, you've been on a lucky streak lately. You have been on a very lucky streak. When I am at Walmart today, I am going to get some more of the Red Heart Super Saver ombres. I want to get the teal, the anemone, the spearmint, and the purple ones, because I have some plans for those ombres. Looking at some of the shawls from Fiber Spider and as well as Crystal over at Bag O' Day. I definitely love the ombre yarns to do the shawls with. Oh, wow, Brenda. Yeah, I was going to say they're pretty, they're lightweight. I love my fires. I would any day take one over those, over a boy, or I'm kind of 50-50 split between my tulip and fire though. I like those about equal, but if I had to pick one over the other, I would probably take my fire. It took you over 50 plus years to win anything. I know. I always enter all the giveaways, the contests, these at Creative Hands or Saturday Night Lives. Um, I'm a member, but I'm the family member, which is the highest membership you can get. That gives you extra tickets. I always try to get the extra tickets. Same with thrifts. I put the words in, and I never win anything. Yes, the ombres out of all of Red Heart's yarn, the ombres are my favorites. I will buy the ombres all day. You too, Brenda. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. You have a great rest of your day. And it takes what? 1.5 skeins of that Red Heart Super Saver to make a shawl. So I only need to get 2 skeins of each for what I want to do. So, and maybe the Craft Warehouse might have the Red Heart Super Savers on sale cheaper than Walmart. But Walmart, they're $7.47 or they're 7 something for a skein of it here at my Walmart. I would love to see that, Sally. Yes, please post it. I sure hope they'll let me do a live with you guys at the craft warehouse, though. I'm so excited to take you guys on that road trip. It's going to be fun. And if I see a 7-Eleven on the way, Nancy, I'll stop and get a Slurpee and Funyuns. Yes, Susie, I am going to the craft warehouse today. Probably within an hour or so after my live is over, I will be heading over that way. Okay, Nancy, what's for dinner? It is, Sally. It's been a very stressful week. I, I wish I could go into detail of everything, but I'm the type of person that I I don't take negativity real well. Um, I would almost feel like a bad parent, or I would feel ashamed. And it's not that I did it, it's just that what my son did, kind of makes me feel shameful, and I don't like judgment. And I feel people would judge me for his actions, so that is to why I have not said what he has pulled, but he has pulled some pretty horrible shenanigans, and I did not sleep the first 3 nights at all. I have to learn to ignore some of his actions because it can throw me into my stomach attacks from my stomach disorder, from the stress and worry. Just being upset can cause me to go into an attack. He can make me start having chest pains, and I already have to keep nitro pills on me at all times. So that kid, I told him he's not going to be the death of me. I refuse to let him do that. Some burners and milk for the cats. Well, I would, but I don't know how fast they would get to you. Ooh, that sounds good. Homemade au gratin potatoes with ham and cornbread. That's my kind of dinner. I understand that, Eileen. That's my way of thinking. I just feel like people are going to judge me or shame me as a bad parent for his actions. And I just don't like judgment. So, yes. And he's 31 years old, and he knows right from wrong. And I'm not accountable for his actions, as he knows right from wrong. It's time for some tough love, and he needs to just go live his life and let me live mine for a while without speaking to him. That's what's best for me right now. And it is very hard. You're right, Jen, it is, because he is my only child. Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy. Yeah, family can be very stressful. I know his shenanigans got my mom pretty upset too, and her blood pressure started rising, and I don't need that with my mom because she's got a rare tumor thing in her brain, and it's centered right in the center part of her brain, and she's on medication daily for it. But if her blood pressure gets so high, she can actually start having seizures from the tumor in her brain, and they cannot remove it. So I try not to let my mom get stressed out at all. Yes, being a parent is hard. They don't come with instruction booklets, and no matter how well you raise them and teach them right from wrong, they test their boundaries. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Yes. And a lot of my friends I do consider my family. They're my sisters, they're my brothers. So all of my friends on here, I consider you guys family. You're my sisters, and I appreciate each one of you, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for any of you. I would help anybody in a heartbeat with anything I could. If they needed it, ask me. If I've got it, I give it to you. Oh, Nancy, that's hard. But at least your mom recognizes who's there for her, and it's you. So that's a good thing. I know I miss my mom a lot. She's in Florida in the winters, and in the summers she's in Michigan. And I was born and raised in Michigan, lived there for almost 35 years, and then I moved out here, and I've been out here since 2005. But sometimes home sounds nice, but I just don't know if I can handle Michigan winters, and I know I couldn't handle the humidity anymore back in Michigan. I know it's funny when you think back when you were a kid, how much trouble you caused your parents. And now you're a parent of your own, and you're like, gosh, why did I do that to my mom? What was I thinking? Now I know what she was talking about. Hi, Zoya. Welcome in. You and me both, Nancy. Oh, mine would probably end up being a series of them, though. It wouldn't be just one, it would be a series. I know, I just miss that, because all my family's back there. All my family, my sisters, my mom, my nieces, my nephews, all my friends that I grew up with, went to school with. Um, After graduation, we still hung out. We were still really close. A couple of my friends, we lived next door to each other. Even after we were married and had kids, we just never split from each other. So it it just it would make sense for me to be back there in a way, because that's where everybody is for me, and I have a lot of support over there. But I like it better out here because there isn't humidity. We don't have the harsh winters. If the temperatures get hot in the summer, 115 or more, but it's just a dry, hot heat. There's no humidity. Yeah, Jen, my mom too. She's been doing it for the last 3 years now since she retired. It's Florida from late October, mid to late October, up until mid-March, late March, and then she comes back to Michigan from April until October hits again, and then she's back to Florida. Told her, I said, must be nice to have two homes. You can just run away whenever you want. I was born and raised in Grand Rapids, grew up in the Byron Center area, and then for my 4 years of high school, I lived in Wayland, Michigan, which is between Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo. And then my mom has lived in Grand Rapids, she's lived in Holland, Zeeland, but now she's up in Branch. She was in Howard City for a while, or Newego, which is real close to Howard City, so. Really, what part of Michigan, Zoya? Oh, nice, Jen. You're close to Dee and Thriss. I know Thriss keeps telling me, you need to move back here. You need to move back here. Thriss has all but begged me to move back to Michigan and be close to them. She says it's just her and Dee there. They don't really have anybody else but those two because of where they're located. Out in the sticks, it's just them two. So Thriss has begged me to move back and be close to her and Dee. But that's kind of far from where my family is because, well, my middle sister lives in Indiana, and my youngest sister lives just outside of Grand Rapids by the Berlin Raceway. Yes, I mentioned that when I first came on, Jen, um, and I have it posted on my community tab about Dee. She posted that early yesterday morning, so I shared it on my community tab. So yes, please, everybody, keep Dee from Dee's Creative Hands in your thoughts and prayers. I don't know all the details. I just know she needs a second surgery. I'm not sure what on, but she is in the hospital and has been in there for a couple of days, I'm assuming. So, yes, lots of prayers for Dee. I'm sure Thriss is just going nuts and is probably crawling the walls, and Dee's had a very rough start to this year as well. I mean, losing her mom and then constantly being sick and then got the big C. Just, it seems like one thing after another for that poor lady, and she just cannot catch a break. Hopefully this is going to be the end for her, and she's going to start having nothing but good luck from here on out after this surgery. And it is Tank's birthday today, so please wish Tank a happy birthday. Don't forget to do that as well. I think you're right. I think that is about the area that they're in. I know it's down in the southern part of Michigan. They're down in that southern area down there. And you know, I sent Dee a card too, and for the life of me, I can't remember what the city was when I sent that card to her. So I think I did get all of my topics talked about today. And if you guys are, Dee is far east and you haven't visited yet, when your son moves in, I probably will go visit. Yeah, that would be great. I would love to go visit him too. And as I said, you know, it may happen one day. I just may move back. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I've heard of it, Nancy, but I want to say it's the southeastern side of Michigan. I don't want to say they're not by Detroit. I think it's more like over by like the Lansing area, I think. I know it's a small town and they're always talking about they're in the sticks. I think it would be great if, I know Dee has mentioned having that crochet, all the crocheters and everybody getting together out there on her property and camping out for a weekend, so everybody can all just come and we could all meet and get to know each other and dye yarn and crochet, and I think that would be one heck of a party out at Dee's place. I think that would be a fun get together. All right, as I was saying, I think I've hit all my topics I wanted to talk about today. If you guys are up for it, we will do the crochet along for the scarves. We will start that on Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I will put a reminder up about that on my community tab as well. Yeah, the same with me when I sent the card. I just can't think of the town when I put the address on there, what that town was. And I don't think I have it wrote down in my notebook here. I might, but I don't think I do. Let me check real quick. Maybe I do have it in here. Got lots of notes. Lots of stitches. No, I don't think it's in this one. I think I have it in the other notebook. But I'll find out. Belleville. There you go. That's it. Yep. That's where I sent the card to. It was a P.O. box for Belleville. Yes, and Thriss is just down the road from D, a couple miles or something like that from D. So they're real close. Yes, that would be great if all of you guys could meet up and hang out. Surprise D. She would be tickled pink. Okay, so anyway, the scarf crochet along, we can do that. We will start that on Monday. I will put a reminder up on the community tab. We'll learn 2 new stitches each week. We'll make them into scarves. That way, like I said, I would feel terrible if we did a blanket and it came out all wonky and the sides pull in and then they buckle out, and I don't know. I don't think it does, Susie. Yeah, I didn't think it did. That's a very, very famous route there. All right, guys, I'm at my 1 hour mark. I do want to kind of cut this a little bit short today. I would stay and talk with you all, but I do want to take you guys on the road trip over to the craft warehouse. Hopefully I can get permission to do a live in there. If not, I will just have to do a video and show you guys around what's in there. I want to look at some beads for Ivy and send them to her. Monday we will be back for the new stitches. We will learn 2 new stitches every week and make a scarf with those. It's not going to be what I pick. It's going to be something that we all agree on. If I have to hold the book up and we pick and show you the stitches, we will all pick a stitch together that we agree on. It's not going to be just something that I pick. I don't think that would be fair. I want it to be a group effort, all of us doing this together. So until I get to the craft warehouse, I will know more if I can do a live. If not, it will just be a video. I'm going to get that new device today. I'm going to get a couple of things of the Super Saver Ombre. Those would make pretty scarves as well, but I would more like to use those for shawls. Jen, that's a good idea. I could do a poll on the community tab. You're right. And maybe I'll do that. I'll pick 4 or 5 stitches, and then whichever 2 get the highest vote, those will be the stitches we'll do for the week. So thank you, Jen. That's a great idea. I will do that. That's super. That makes it a lot easier than trying to hold up the book. I'll pick 5 stitches. The 2 that get the best or most votes are the 2 we will do that week for the scarves. So you guys have a great day. Thank you all for coming in and showing your support. I appreciate it. Until I get to the craft warehouse, you guys have a great day. Stay safe this weekend and keep crocheting, my friends. Bye till next time.